Welcome back to Gun Reviews and History, the channel where we bring you detailed reviews of the latest firearms, historical insights, and everything in between. If you're into guns, gear, and real deal talk, you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get into today's review. Today, we're talking about a rifle that has quietly gained a solid reputation among budget-friendly .22 rifles, and now it's back in 2026 with some interesting updates. I'm talking about the new Rossi 22 rupees. If you're someone who loves a rimfire rifle that won't break the bank but still performs like a champ at the range or in the field, then this one deserves your attention. Let's start with a quick background. The RS22 has been around for several years now, and it originally came onto the scene as a collaboration between Rossi and CBC in Brazil. It's known for being affordable, lightweight, and surprisingly accurate for its price. Now, the 2026 model builds on that legacy but brings a few subtle upgrades that improve both performance and appeal. First off, the 2026 Rossi RS22 still retains its semi-automatic action and feeds from 10-round detachable magazines, just like the previous generation. However, what you'll notice right away is the improved polymer stock. It's more rigid than before, with a matte finish that feels better in the hands and provides improved grip in wet conditions. The stock now comes with integrated sling studs too, which is a small detail but something many shooters appreciate for practical field use. Moving on to the barrel, it's a 18-inch free-floating barrel with a matte black finish. Accuracy has always been one of the strong points of the 22 rupees, and this new model doesn't disappoint. You can easily get sub-1 inch groups at 50 yards with quality ammo like CCI Mini Mags or Aguila Super Extra. The rifling is clean, and the crown has been slightly reworked to reduce inconsistencies. Now let's talk sights. The 2026 22 rupees features the familiar fiber optic sights that have been slightly improved in brightness and visibility. You've got a red front sight and two green rear dots, and they line up really well for fast target acquisition. And of course, the receiver is drilled and tapped for scope mounting, so if you're like most .22 lovers and want to throw a low magnification optic or red dot on it, you're good to go. One of the best parts about this rifle, it's quiet. When paired with subsonic ammo and a suppressor, this thing runs whisper quiet. While the RS22 isn't integrally suppressed or built specifically for suppressed use, the barrel threading on the 2026 version now comes standard. That's right, the new RS22 now comes with 1/2x28 threading, making it suppressor-ready out of the box. That's a big upgrade from previous models where you had to get a separate variant or get it threaded yourself. As for the trigger, it's still a bit on the heavy side. Expect it to break around 5.5 to 6 pounds. It's not a match-grade trigger by any means, but for plinking, small game hunting, or teaching new shooters, it does the job just fine. Reset is short, and it's predictable enough to get consistent follow-up shots. Now, let's talk price, the big selling point. In a time when firearm prices seem to be climbing higher every year, the 2026 Rossi RS22 is holding the line as a truly affordable option. The MSRP sits at just around $159, and in most gun shops across the US, you're going to find it for even less, somewhere in the ballpark of $135 to $150. That's an absolute bargain, especially when you compare it to rifles in the same category like the Ruger 10/22 or the Savage A22. And considering that you're getting a suppressor-ready barrel, fiber optic sights, and solid accuracy, the value is hard to beat. In terms of reliability, the RS22 has always had a decent track record. It runs well on high-velocity ammo, and while it can be a little picky with ultra-cheap bulk rounds, a quick break-in and some cleaning usually smooths things out. The 2026 model seems to feed better than its predecessors too, likely due to minor improvements in the feed ramp design. During our testing, we ran about 300 rounds through it with only two minor feeding issues, both with hollow point bulk ammo. That's totally acceptable for a rifle in this price range. Whether you're using it to knock down cans at the range, control pests on the farm, or teach your kids how to shoot, the RS22 continues to be one of the best bang for your buck rimfires on the market. The 2026 updates don't reinvent the wheel, but they polish it just enough to make a good rifle even better. Final thoughts. If you're in the market for a reliable, accurate, and affordable .22 rifle, the 2026 Rossi RS22 should absolutely be on your list. It proves that you don't need to spend a fortune to enjoy good shooting. Great for beginners, backyard plinkers, and even seasoned shooters who want a lightweight option to toss in the truck or range bag. Thanks for tuning into Gun Reviews and History. If you enjoyed this review or learned something new, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more firearm reviews, gear talk, and a bit of gun history too. Drop a comment below and let us know, have you tried the 22 rupees? What .22 rifle do you think beats it at this price point? Catch you in the next video.